I feel like
wait, no. We're seeing the Weaver as a core. What's happening?
Oh, okay.
It seems like his lane going just fine. And for the Drow, as a result, free farm. Roger this time, yeah, you mentioned he's only got the one Spirit Siphon, so they found the opening to get that kill.
Really strong hero in mid one. Able to burst again as soon as he hit level 6.
And they're not done. They find a kill mid lane. The Sonic Wave being used with the Fissure to going for a one-man smoke, by the way. Sorry to cut you off, but this is like very unconventional. I was just like,
especially
he just
mid one's
went back to his tower. Yeah, he has a haste rune. He didn't actually use the haste to kill the Shaker, which means he gets a kill on mid one here potentially. Mid one knows he's just trying to do what damage he can. Really cool move from Yopaj.
It's the benefit, the old S4 rune, right? Although Skem will probably look to suffer in the mid lane from that rotation. The Tome of Knowledge over to the DP.
Here's Drow TP's mid. They want this kill on mid tower. Yopaj is going to get charged and Sonic Wave brought down as the multi-shot coming out, bringing Skem low as well. Will they be able to chase him off? And with the Nether Strike, it looks like they'll get the Skem kill. But Boom have rotated in numbers. Yeah, they want to keep this tower alive, and Deuce is the perfect hero to do that with. Mid one gets bailed up by a Fissure as well as a charge to follow it up. He gets kept alive, but he goes back in and gets gushed. He could have lived, but he got a bit greedy. I don't think he expected the 3 points in gush there, or he would have probably just ran and hid. Jackie now alone to defend this tower, and he is in a bit of trouble here. Luckily gets a nice Mystic Snake off to heal himself back up. Buyback from the Titan, who does have level 6, will TP in. Can he find a Ravage in time? He throws it out. Jackie's still alive, still standing. He will end up going down. Raging Potato got the charge damage off just barely in time. Tims wants this kill, and he'll have a gush in about 5 seconds before the charge comes back up, or potentially a Skem Brain Sap. Skem going to look to drag this wave here. There's the gush. Anchor Smash may be needed, but they've got the Brain Sap to finish it off. Afu has the long-range Fissure to perhaps start things off here. They pop the smoke. The Fissure gets cancelled by the Skem Nightmare. Raging Potato's already gone in with the charge and the Nether Strike to pull the Deucer back in. And again, Jackie, without the points in Mana Shield, just unable to really tank his way through it.
That's all I can really think of, getting rid of the Bulldoze, considering that, it is a core Spirit Breaker.
Into the top rune, picks up the Invis rune, but he's been stunned up. And here comes Afu! Echo and a Sonic Wave. The Ravage comes, but it's too late for Boom. They've already been boomed here in the top river. FBZ, ooh, time-lapse off just in time, but the charge is on him, so he's going to probably get chased down here. Afu does die. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far, so not the worst exchange for Boom, despite how bad it looked with that Afu Echo Slam.
You don't disable that marksmanship, you've got nothing.
Here we go. SMG think they can sneak a Roshan, but Boom have made their way over with the smoke, and they've already sniped Afu. And the grip coming out on Roger as well does get cancelled by a charge. Tims needs to get this Ravage off, but he gets first hit. Before he can do so, the Sonic Wave stopping it. FBZ in the middle gets Echo Slam to prevent the time lapse. Boom have lost 3 with the buyback from Afu, but he is going to die again. Jackie making sure they get some of these kills here. On the front lines is Yopaj. He's got no Astral Step left. Does have a Yule Step, but he gets hit by the charge. Yeah, he didn't have vision perhaps of the Spirit Breaker coming in, so they lose 4. Raging Potato just finding the line to catch the Void Spirit there. Like they are hunting here in this top lane. Vision behind the tower. They have an idea of where Yopaj is, but no great way to kill him off. Medusa TPing in here in the trees.
Finishes the TP.
Yeah, into 5 heroes. And they protect her here. Bane, Skem, Sing behind has the defensive Nightmare. That buys Jackie some time. Does have the Stone Gaze, which he's holding on to, but he's a bit low on mana here. But the Snake coming back will heal him back up, and they get the first kill on mid one, and Afu going down as well. Roger
they've got
dying, and SMG are just dropping like flies. Ravage captures out absolutely everyone that's left standing. And Queen of Pain being pulled back in. Mid one can only BKB TP out. Raging Potato on the side is just going to try charge his way out of there, and what a hold from Boom. SMG just getting way too aggressive there, and Medusa, I think, just being like, I'm a Medusa, I can TP in anything, right? This time around, Medusa with 4 points in Mana Shield and like 2k health. It's a different Dusa than what we saw earlier on. Oh, by the way, they're not done. Raging Potato, Earn Ticks, woo,
got him.
Barely goes down.
It's the Lost Boy board to the right of the Dire Tier 2 tower, and they were just had information that time around.
Well, these two teams don't want to stop fighting. A Fissure from Afu looks to initiate things in, but Jackie's there to help deter any further aggression with his Stone Gaze. But now that's one off. Roger's charged in. He may be a support, but with the Death Prophet X's him up. Feeling like he can turn and fight, but unfortunately he bites off a bit more than he can chew. The minus armor is just too much. Goes down to the Medusa, right clicks, and Afu, he's still got no Blink Dagger because of all these buybacks and constant fighting. He's had a good game in terms of his teamfight impact, but he's just constantly getting picked off. Now 8 deaths to Afu's Earthshaker. Drow Ranger is probably at the bottom of the list of carries when you think diving towers.
That's why I was feeling so strong about this draft. Is the Nightmare. Oh,
Blink in, Ravage on 3. Yopaj falls up with some good damage to finish off Arthur, which means no Shaker once again. Mid one's just trying to BKB and run. He may take out Tim's on the retreat. Nice Stone Gaze committed from the Medusa with a grip from the high ground. There's nothing to cancel it. Roger's silence was on cooldown. And I think now he's going to find himself being chased down as well. Nightmare is maybe in range here. But good job from Roger using the trees to juke it.
He's got his Aghanim Scepter as well.
He's like, you saw what we did the last carry. You better give me that one.
Yeah.
You won't last long around here.
Well,
Jackie in the middle, I think. Yep, Moon gets off the BKB though. And they've managed to change down Yopaj. She actually goes down there. The Dusa, they can't really deal with the Dusa in terms of fighting her, but they're just ignoring her for the most part. Problem is the grip has come out onto the mid one Drow range. The charge comes, but it's too little too late to save the Drow at least. Gets the kill on the Bane, but Raging Potato could be next in the firing line as Jackie's got himself a double kill. Moon left standing, and I don't think they've got the control to finish him off, but it's a 2 for 3. The Shaker was 2k gold. He was so close to his blink.
Yeah, still blinkless. They're trying to make that space for him, but it's just, it feels so late at this stage of the game. 30 minutes, anyone could pick you off.
Yeah, and Roger's feeling that all too well. Anytime he leaves the base, he's getting picked. 8 deaths now to his name, but it's both SMG supports who are just really having a rough time. Mid lane Moon needs to be careful not to get gripped up, but there's the Bane. Skem finds the real one despite the illusion rune. With Aegis in hand for another 2 minutes, he is more than okay to just hold his ground here on the high ground. Has the Ag Scepter too, so he's able to kind of get brought down low though. They take out his first life. Yopaj jumping in to force the mid one BKB on his Drow Ranger. Medusa with a Stone Gaze can just use that to disengage if needed. And it looks like a lot of firepower is used from the SMG side, so they're being pushed back without a Queen of Pain. Nice Ravage onto 3. Catches a couple right at the edge, and Jackie's able to take advantage of that to clean up both mid one and Roger. And with 3 dead, they're going to go for the mid racks here. And potentially even a second lane if they feel like they've got the time.
Afu sold everything. He sold everything just to be able to get that Blink Dagger. He needs it.
Okay. Jackie on the front lines is just too damn tanky.
It's got to be Yopaj.
Skem's sitting on an amp. Skem's in this here. They don't see the Bane, but the Echo Slam's going to find him nonetheless. Perfect initiation with the Sonic Wave Fault. They get Yopaj. I don't know if they realized the Bane was there. Maybe they saw him go into Shadow Amulet. The problem is still going to be this Medusa, who's just full health, full mana. They don't have an answer for Jackie. As good as that Echo Slam look, Roger now is trapped and stoned up.
You can do everything perfect, but a Medusa, level 25, that's why I really like that push onto the high ground as well. Prevent this Earthshaker from picking up one of these key high ground sieging team fight items.
SMG, I think, recognizing that they're going to need to go now. They use that Earthshaker blink to kill off Yopaj's Void Spirit. They want to get some more kills. They're blinking in Moon aggressively here. The Nether Strike gets cancelled by a Mystic Snake. And Raging Potato's just being kited for days. Charge comes through onto Tim's. He gets brought down low. Still alive, and he's going to have a blink out. He may be okay here with the Nightmare coming in. Time lapse as well, just to help make sure that he gets back to safety. But Moon may be in the high ground to finish him off here. Has the Scream and will get the kill. Skem also low, and with the Shaker's help, they'll get the Bane. I think a bit of miscommunication there. I think Tide had the blink out, but got Nightmared up. But luckily, you've still got a Jackie Medusa who's getting the bigger kills. Down goes mid one, as Jackie with the double damage is just cleaning up these fights.
Beyond godlike. He's looking to even chase up onto Afu. He's got the gem though, so he's going to be able to see the fact that this is all coming through. They want to reclaim that, and those Scarabs. I hate this hero so much.
Make it stop. Ice Frog, please.
You know, even if it's played in this off-lane role, hell, even a support, it just somehow seems to be nearly the highest level in the entire game.
Skem's being found here in the mid lane, but the Nether Strike gets cancelled by a Yule Scepter. Moon getting low as well, has the BKB. He needs to make sure he doesn't get gripped up here, but it's still on cooldown for another 10 seconds, so Yopaj will finish off the Queen of Pain, and they've got nothing to stop the charge away from Raging Potato. Boom, get the tier 4 tower, and now the throne exposed. Pop does have a buyback here, which they may just have to use. There we go, they commit it with the smoke here on the front lines is Raging Potato, and he goes down before he can use a spell, really. Jackie's still
trying to bait in
looking...
for Afu.
Yeah, they need to deal with Jackie. He's just this unpenetrable wall in the front lines that they just can't burst through. And no one's grouping up next to him for an Echo Slam here, so Afu's just throwing out stuns. They are chipping at him. They're getting him kind of low here, but the time-lapse is there. Sonic Wave comes out, but to no avail. Roger's Exorcism is kind of just tickling at Boom, and it feels like it's too little too late. Nice-ish Echo Slam, but once again, it's tickling. Tim's the same with the Ravage, and it's game over. Game 1 going to go the way of Boom Esports.
Very, very nice. Well, I've got, at least in my opinion, the first execution game that's coming through here for Boom. It just, it felt like they, again, Yopaj had a fantastic game. He finished at what? 15, 5, and 14, doing exactly what he needed to, creating a ton of space for Jackie.
What do we expect? Bat Rider coming out as the last pick. Yopaj, Bat, playing mid against an Ember Spirit. That sounds like a kind of rough lane for Ember.
You hadn't revealed on all of the heroes in the lane just yet. So, oh, actually, well, this might not be as great a play if he goes down.
He did the hard part, which was avoid that initial gank at level 1. Well, he's still level 1, but the initial gank, he's going to go down to the second one.
Able to use the Thunderstrike as much as possible. Came to the lane with 5 mangoes, just using the first one here.
Does get caught by the cookie, but with a Metamorphosis and the slow from the Reflection, Afu in some trouble. That's going to be a kill going Skem's way, not Jackie's, but, you know, any kills top, that's money for Jackie.
Look to bully him, just give vision for Jackie to start getting some of those right clicks onto him for free.
Down
bottom lane, mid one.
Yeah, mid one's overextended a little bit, gets caught out.
I mean, obviously it's a good thing, right? But his main priority is making sure he's got that boots of travel to really enable him to use the Firefly, get it onto the back lines as mid one. He's going to go down again.
Yeah. Pressuring this mid T1 tower a bit. It feels like Yopaj
mid one's getting pressured too.
Yeah, mid one. Uh-oh. Rolling Thunder coming out and the turnaround. I think mid one knows he's dead. He was just looking for a last creep or deny or two, but see the Bat Rider, I believe, TPing in, but he's already caught the Bloodseeker who can't get it off a rupture, so they defend the top tower. That's something SMG have been really proactive about, just trying to constantly take these early towers. Coming down here, hunting for the TB. Jackie, smoke gonna pop here. Afu knows he's nearby. The kiss is now gonna be used as well. They found the TB, and without a Manta Style, he gets rooted up, ravaged as well, just to make sure he doesn't use a Sunder.
I suppose the main counter to that is that FBZ, he's the one with the Lincoln Sphere. Nice Blink Ravage.
Gets Blink Ravage. Cookie follow-up. Can he get off the Rolling Thunder? He's trying to swashbuckle his way out of there, but he gets caught by the Rupture. Anchor Smash down. Kiss is coming in now as well, but Yopaj has a BKB on his Bat Rider, so he's going to be able to bring down at least Roger. Not sure he can do too much more because the minus armor and the physical damage is just too much for him to stand up against, so they trade Pangolier for Bloodseeker, and they also have to commit their BKB on the Bat Rider. And they're not done.
They found here.
Yeah, they found the Weaver. Comes out of the Shikuchi with the multi-shot. Ooh! Gets just out of range in time, and Moon can't find him for the Sleight of Fist that would have finished him off. Does feel like Boom are posturing to take another fight in a minute. They've got all their big ultimates here. Rune coming out, and they're looking to fight this, but they're just caught in the meat grinder. Moon and mid one just eat Tim's and FBZ alive. And with the Rupture on Yopaj, he's forced to BKB, but he's got no TP. That Rupture's still on him for a little bit longer. Does some good damage here. It finally wears off, and with the Static Storm, Yep, pulls him out. Is he going to die to this? The damage over time, the Thunderstrike, it's going to barely be enough. Skem gets the kill in the end. Moon's not done. He wants Yopaj. Has he got another Remnant? 2 seconds. He's chasing as if he wants to go for this. Remnant into the base. He's going for it indeed. Sleight of Fist is there with the Searing Chains. Can he push him away with the Flame Break? It's not going to be enough with the BKB from Moon. SMG diving up in Boom's base, going for these kills.
Jackie
and
getting dived as well. Mid one.
Yeah. Doesn't have a Sunder. He's already used it. He is BKB and Metamorph, but he's going to run away in mid one. He's gone down, though, in the process, so they do get the TP kill, but they're dropping like flies elsewhere. Moon, unfortunately, out of mana himself, though. Without bottle charges, he may just die to a Weaver. He needs help, and he doesn't really have much coming. If anything, there's more enemies on the way. FBZ misses the swashbuckle, but the Rolling Thunder should be there to finish off this kill. Remnant comes up. Moon, he's got the mana, but the Weaver coming in. Shikuchi damage. It's going to be FBZ with the swashbuckle. Absolutely chaotic fight happening in like 4 different places. Pangolier at the Roach Pit. 20 seconds till Rolling Thunder.
They've got everything on SMG.
Yeah, and that's maybe something SMG realizes that without that Rolling Thunder, this Roach is a lot safer, but Static Storm catches up 4 inside the kinetic field as well. Yopaj on top, the Ravage to counter this one. Jackie doesn't have the BKB in time, but now he gets it off afterwards, and with the lasso coming into play, they're just getting eaten alive in this Roshan pit. They tip Skem, and oh boy, what a disaster for SMG.
This feels like more than one tip. That was game winning.
Going for the Roshan still. Moon, he's in, but he's too early. Roshan ends up going down. I think Moon, he got it. He killed Roshan and got the Aegis. 1 versus 5. Moon, he's trying to get the Yopaj kill. He's got 1. Can he get anything else? He's going to force it back. Does get glimpsed in, though. Have they got the damage for Moon? They're also low on the Boom side. They don't really want to fight him right now. He's out of Remnant charges, though, and I believe that means they should be able to kill him off. But Roger's showing up to help him out, and Moon, he's back to safety. He's going to live with the Aegis in hand as well. FBZ has the blink to go with the Lincoln Sphere, so he can initiate in with that Rolling Thunder, and he's going to do just that. They break the Lincolns on mid one. They get the lasso to follow it up, and he got the BKB off to the Rolling Thunder. Not doing anything, at least onto the Drow Ranger. Attempted TP out from mid one, but is the damage there? They've got the kill with the TB. Mid one thought he could make it out, but he thought wrong. Tide refreshes, goes for a second Ravage here. They're looking to turn this one with the kisses, and Moon is in with the BKB! They're doing too much damage to the Boom side. Even with the dead Drow Ranger, it's the rest of the SMG squad who is just eating Boom alive. FBZ's got the roll-up, will swashbuckle to the high ground, so they trade 2 for 1 so far. But when you're playing against heroes like Disruptor, breaking that Lincolns is so easy.
He's even looking to give over the...
They'll kill off the Bloodseeker here. Moon's actually shown up with a DD rune, though. A lot of damage potentially coming out from him. Yeah, the Gush is there as well. Yopaj has no Flaming Lasso, so Moon, plenty of Remnants left to play around, and I think he knows that, so he's trying to bait them in a little bit. He needs to be careful not to get stunned up. Instead, he's going to go offensive. As long as he doesn't get caught in a Static Storm, he's going to be A-OK, and with the BKB in hand, there's not really much to answer this Moon. Ember, he just goes jumping in. Well, BKB onto the Disruptor to get himself out of the Static Storm. Still has this TD for a little bit longer, but the last one comes up. The TB right-click damage. It's going to be a lot with the Swashbuckle. They kill off Moon. He gets a little bit overzealous there and gets punished. Nice multi-shot from mid one on the high ground, doing some good damage, but Boom is chasing as if they want more. Teams has been dusted up, so he can't go Shikuching in. Yeah.
We see in Eastern Europe, I believe, that Yatoro, whenever he plays the Drow Ranger, he actually got a pick off on.
BKB Lasso, yep. It's just the support Snapfire, but Boom showing they're happy to go on even the support here. They have to work a little bit harder for it, but they do still get it. Not done yet, though. Rolling Thunder, yeah. FBZ's just going on the backlines. He's got himself a solo kill, essentially. He will get Ravaged here. Raging Potato wants to punish FBZ. It's a pretty big kill. Is it worth a Ravage when you got a Refresher? He's thinking the answer is yes. He's going to instantly refresh here as they go charging in onto Skem. They know this Tide's clicked at that Refresher now, so they're going to be a little bit careful on the Boom side. Scan out from Radiant side. They do know Boom is kind of coming their way. They even scanned the rune, so they, I think, realize what's going on here. Moon is going to go for this Thunder unless he gets caught. Initiated on by FBZ's Rolling Thunder. They chain stun him with the lasso follow-up, and they even scanned. They had an idea that Boom were there. The spider legs from FBZ gets him out of the cliff. He uses as well just to make sure he doesn't die to the kisses. There's a Static Storm to stop it. He does end up going down. The mid one right clicks hit hard, but the BKB Terrorblade on the front lines. Jackie gets, actually he's getting chopped at. The Drow Ranger is doing a lot of damage. He tries to get his way out of that with the Manta Style, but he can't sunder anyone. They lose Weaver as well. And with the buyback from Moon, it's Boom who are getting absolutely annihilated. They lose 4 off of a Moon buyback, and mid one showing up to the fight. They're letting Moon do the dirty work, and so far so good for SMG. They've taken the tower here, but the initiation coming in from FBZ with the roll-up to try and chain stun this Ember. Gets the Yule Scepter as well. Stuns up both Afu as well as Moon, taking out his first life. And Afu in trouble now as well. They're going to lose the Snapfire. Instant buyback as Moon is going to think of a way out here, but he gets caught in the lasso. TB with the right-click damage. The Ravage comes out, but they BKB. Jackie's going to look to try and kill Moon through this, but Moon, he gets the Remnant away, and Jackie's just died. Time Lapse is going to save him. He still has Sunder if he needs to use it, and he may just need to. He's been caught in the Ravage, but he's stunned up, and he can't use it. Mid one is just a machine gun turret in the back lines. Buybacks coming from Boom. They've got to try and win this fight off of them. As FBZ, he's got the roll-up, but he hasn't got that Rolling Thunder itself, and they just haven't got the way to get on top of this Drow Ranger or the Ember Spirit. And yep, Static Storm coming out. FBZ, defensive Yules to keep himself alive. But they can't kill any of these SMG heroes. The Rupture coming into play as well. Yeah, they're not done. They're going for the dives here. Moon is feeling like he's just too tough to handle. Mid one isn't so keen on diving after what happened last game. He's going to finish off the racks and say, guys, we're going to focus these objectives. They just use a lot of these buybacks. There's a bit of a wall in the front lines as well as Moon. They're just keeping mid one protected here. And a second melee rack's going to go down as they take the mid racks. At least one of them. Boom looking for a bit of a backstab here. They've rotated out of their base, but they've been scouted out. Moon doing a great job figuring out what's going on the Boom Esports side, making sure that this Drow Ranger doesn't get jumped. It feels like they're constantly trying to get the backlines on the Drow, but mid one is just positioning too well. Perhaps the FBZ Rolling Thunder is going to look to turn the tides here. They're going to find just the Bloodseeker. That's not enough. They need more. And mid one would be a great find if they can get it, but he gets the Shadow Blade away. As FBZ's Rolling Thunder unable to kind of stay on top of him, and now that Rolling Thunder's down, Moon wants to jump in. He's looking to dive. Mantisol out of the root coming in from Jackie, but his TB is in trouble with the Drow Ranger. Just trying to deal with him. The BKB comes out. He finds the Sunder. Roger goes down. Nice Sunder. They've got the lasso. Drow Ranger in trouble. No marksmanship. He's trapped in the kinetic field as well. He needs a way out. He hasn't got it, but then TP is getting low. The Drow Ranger does take a spill. The entire SMG side is just falling. Dropping one by one like flies. Moon, though, he's the last man standing on the SMG side, and he is doing a lot of damage here, but he's got to deal with multiple heroes. FBC, roll up. Still alive for now. Swashbuckle away. He's still with a Yule Scepter, and with the disarm and the silence coming onto the Ember. He's out of money. He's got no remnants. Moon is dead for. 4 dead, only Roger alive. He's so fast with everyone so low. Strong dispels only, and Wind Waker is only a soft dispel, so that maybe makes me think that it doesn't break it.
I've just never seen it. Wind Waker, not the most common item.
Top lane, Scam. In some trouble once again. Yep. Down Boom's support disruptor, and FBZ is just going to get the hell out of there.
Straight onto the bottom side, testing if this disruptor has the buyback available.
They've got double Ravage. Raging Potato's just going to plop himself on the front lines here, and Moon is not ignoring the front lines. He's going on the back lines. He's looking to deal with some of these supports, and FBZ is taking so much damage. He does roll himself up, but he's being mastered into the Fountain. Is the damage from the Fountain going to be enough for the Rolling Thunder's done to fold up? He does remnant away in the end. Got the save on him to himself, and the Rolling Thunder now onto the Tidehunter. He's going to try Wind Waker himself out of there.
Look at the space.
Meanwhile, it's Megas. Meanwhile, just like, thanks. I'll happily just take your base. Moon doing everything he can to just create a world of room for his teammates. Static Storm is completely off the mark as Moon's got him with the BKB. Refreshes as well. He wants Scam, who's just sitting there on the Shadow Amulet. They don't have detection, but it doesn't matter. Too much damage, including the multi-shot to finish him off. Ravage now onto the backlines. Catches out too, but the time lapse helps Jackie out. Buys him the time to get some of his spells off. He's Metamorph up. He needs a Sunder target, but he can't use it in time. Mid one kills him before he can even think of sundering because of his BKB. And SMG with TB dead, I believe they may just cinch this game. There's no lasso. There's no pullback in the Fountain. 3 seconds and lasso's back up. Perhaps that's the last hope here for Boom. They go in with the Rolling Thunder on FBZ. Looking around as Yopaz trying to figure out who the target's going to be for the lasso.
He missed
Oh, he didn't get the Drow Ranger. And as a result, now he's in a world of pain. Moon and Roger just charging forward, and FBZ is going to watch his base fall as Boom are going to find themselves in a Game 3 decider. SMG, a team that so many people just kind of counted out, I think, after day 1. I mean, and somewhat rightfully so. They got stomped by Boom. They bounced back. Day 2, they 2-0 Fnatic, and here they are, forcing Boom to a Game 3.
As we are going into game number 3, the last game, the game that is going to decide who ends up going to see T1 in the grand final.
At the same time, I'm sure Boom would love to find an opening to get a kill up here so they can get that extra bit of damage from earned charges themselves. Tims duking out with mid one and Roger. The Avalanche is going to finish him off. First blood actually goes the way of SMG, but if FBZ can get a return kill, they'll probably be okay with this exchange.
He hasn't been tossed back underneath the tower yet, but FBZ will need to be careful of that if he continues to push this lane up like he has been.
He's a bit low on mana. Mid one actually may be in some trouble here.
Second earn charge.
Yep, there we go. Uses it offensively. That's why those earn charges are so important.
Top side, I'm hearing more earns.
Yeah.
Well,
they're going on mid one again. Yep, toss in the tower. FBZ gets low, but the Nightmare's going to stop the tower from hitting him for now. But with the bugs coming out, Tim's looking for that Roger kill. FBZ's used up all his earn charges, so perhaps a slight reprieve in this top lane. But with the Snapfire TP, Moon wants to punish this. Has he been scouted here? It's Arfu down bottom who actually gets a kill on Skem. Meanwhile, the kiss is being used up top, but Tim's is going to Shikuchi away from that.
Definitely don't want to be giving a lot of this free net worth over to Jackie. He's already at the top of the net worth charts. We got caught in this mid lane here. It's Tim's, but he's going to be able to get away.
Yeah, and Roger on the Bane, not level 6. There's no Fiend Script. They're going in on Moon, but Ember thinks better of it. Doesn't want to, die for this one. Has another Sleight of Fist. He's going to finish off the Bane. Has a Fire Remnant to kind of get him escape his way too, and he's going to get the kill on the way out with Scam swooping on in to get the last hit. Okay. No room for a while. The charge coming through. Is there a Nether Strike? There isn't for some time, but the kisses, he has vision, so he knows exactly where he is. Yopaz will interrupt it with the Sleight of Fist. He thought the charge, would complete, but the Sleight of Fist prevents it, and Yopaz just juked his way out of this one. Oh! Nice hold from Moon to still get the kill, but he will pay the price of his own life to get it. The animation cancel on the Scatter Blast, I believe, was being used there to make sure he doesn't dodge it with the Sleight of Fist. But Raging Potato still low, charges the mid lane. It looks like he will be able to get out of this. Buzzsaws back in. There's the charge on a Skem's Death Prophet. He's got the X's off. He needs to heal his way through this one, but he can't do so. The burst damage was there with Moon's Snapfire making sure they got that kill. Raging Potato on the low ground doesn't have a charge for another couple of seconds and could be in some trouble, but with Snapfire on the high ground using those kisses and the grip as well to lock him in place. The Lifesteal Infest trying to heal him back up, but it's not enough. It's just the Lifesteal of Jackboy's trying to turn this fight around with the Brewmaster's Primal Split wearing off. They're going to try get the Bane, but he actually survives his way through it. The stick charges and the heals. He survives, and Lifesteal, he's going to finally kill off a Bane, but that's just a Bane. They need more to maybe make it worthwhile. Raging Potato charges onto the Weaver. Tim's doing some good damage here, but the Avalanche going to be off the mark as the rage coming from Jackie means they can maybe re-engage here, but seems like Boom maybe don't feel confident. SMG disengaged, but they've only got 3 heroes on the Boom side. Roger's looking for a Fiend Script here, but Tim's on the high ground. Gets the bugs out. They know they can't let Roger get off a good Fiend Script. They've got to try and kill him first, but Skem taking a lot of damage from the kisses. Does get the Yule Scepter up in the air, so that keeps him alive for a little bit longer, but he still can't siphon his way through this. Tim's on the backline, wants Raging Potato, but he gets Netherstruck here, and mid one does end up going down. Really well played. The Infest giving a little bit of heal as well as they get a 3rd kill in this fight. They're looking for Apu. They may even get all 5 here. Moon, the big kill if they can get it. He's going for the TP out, but they've got the Searing Chains to cancel it. It's a full team wipe.
Maybe the Death Prophet lives. He has the cloak. That's all I'm saying. You know, he might be able to get the magic wand, some of those Spirit Siphons. Oh, that keeps it going.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Roger was thinking going up to the high ground by himself, but he gets punished for it, and the follow-up kills are maybe coming their way. There's potential for mid one to turn this one around. Gets the Avalanche toss onto absolutely everybody, but the Lifestealer, Infest, with a little bit of heal, comes out, and he's looking to turn this fight for Boom Esports. Mid one goes down, and they're not done just yet. Apu knows his fate, so he tries to throw his body at the Wolves with an Inkswell stun, but it's not enough, as the Atos also going to catch Raging Potato. Can fortunately bulldoze himself back to the safety of his own base. There's a bit of a counter push coming in the bottom lane. Mid one, yeah. And they got the detection, the dust with the Atos. Mid one going to look to TP out, but Yopaj has the Yule Scepter, the Sleight of Fist Yules, canceling that one. Searing Chains is there as well, and yeah, there's no escape from mid one. TP coming in from Moon. They're going to actually look to turn this one around. Mid one will end up going down. The kisses come raining in as well. Yopaj going to be more than okay, and they may go chasing, looking for more with Raging Potato charging his way in. That's a kill they can try and go for, but catching and picking off enemy heroes. That's exactly what Tim's has been able to do with this item build of his. In the mid lane, Inkswell initiation. Raging Potato goes charging forward, but doesn't want to commit a charge or another strike, so they probably just didn't want to dive in so deep as well. And here comes Jackie leading the charge with an Aegis in hand. There's just nothing to do with this lifesteal, and once again, it's poor Roger throwing his life, perhaps for the greater good, but with the backlines being caught here, Yopaj, he gets stunned up, but he's still chasing and looking for more. They'll at least get Afu, and Yopaj maybe thinking they can get another kill here. Raging Potato's being dusted up. He's trying to charge his way out of this. Charges the mid lane, but
Yopaj is
hunting. Already
He's
there.
TPing around to try and chase him.
Atos, I think they've got him. Another Searing Chains will be there in a second. They've got the Yule Scepter to stop the Bulldoze away. And there's the Searing Chains.
As we get another Infest Bob going here with Yopaj. Has to be careful, though.
Done this a few times here. He goes Remnanting in to start this fight. Pops the BKB. They need to get detection on mid one, who just goes in the invis, and they are going to look to turn this one around. Lifesteal are getting so low. Jackie, he needs to try finding a way to Lifesteal's way through this one with the beast. He's almost surviving, and it's working. Jackie has lived through it all. He does end up dying to a Scatter Blast, but he gets 3 kills on his way out for his team, or at least assists in 3. And they'll get a 4th with the Brewmaster killing the Afu. Grimstroke, only Roger surviving for once.
The extra health that he was able to take back be very positive for him. So just getting a little bit of a D-ward battle, and Roger,
ripped up.
He's tired.
Charges there. There's the silence. Yeah, Tibbs, he thought he could just go in and plant a cheeky aggressive Observer Ward, but Roger was there waiting for it. Gets a nice kill with the grip. Mid one's been cycloned up, though, so they can just take this fight while ignoring the Tiny, and I think that's exactly what Boom have in mind as they go in on the Bane once again. Look to deal with the supports first. Now mid one, you can go on him next. The Death Prophet barely surviving on the back lines, gets healed up by Jackie with the Infest, and Raging Potato, he's committed in deep. Has got a Shadow Blade to try walk his way out of this one. Gets the cookie to the high ground. Well played by Moon and Raging Potato there to get him out.
And speaking of Infest Bombs, we got another one coming. With that freshly picked up Aghanim Scepter, Yopaj feels very confident.
He just has so much mobility with this Ags. He just flies across the map, and they know Moon's down here as well. He's got no BKB, so I'm not even sure he can survive. He tries to, like, cookie himself off map, but the Gleipnir is there with the Searing Chains as well. Bye-bye, Moon. Yeah, with the Ag Scepter, he will have that second Primal Split once he comes out, so I guess just feeling like he can run in and try Cyclone someone.
You're not worried at all about just popping
Yopaj just jumps in, and Roger's just instantly deleted. They may have dived in too deep. They're into the tier 2 towers here, taking a lot of damage, and Jackie's going to lose his first life. Yopaj is going to be a little bit careful. He's not done yet, though. He's diving further. Has those remnants that he's just constantly poking out, and mid one needs to get back to the safety of his fountain. He barely gets back to safety, and now they can, now they can go for the racks. Bane back in 7 seconds, though, and they're going to... Yep, they charge in with the Inkswell. They're going to go on Skem. That's an easy first kill. The problem is, though, they've now got the cores to deal with. Jackie on his Lifestealer. Rage will be wearing off soon, but they've already killed off mid one, so no Tiny for this fight. Grip. They've got Yopaj, though. If they got the damage to kill him off here, they burned all his mana as well, so they do end up killing him off. But he buys back. He goes in with a Remnant. He's not done. He knows this could be GG. And with the Yopaj buyback, SMG only have Moon left standing. Yopaj will make sure they finish it off. Ultra kill goes his way. He's wishing someone would buy back so we get the Rampage, but this may just be the end here. Caster Danov would not make that mistake.
No, absolutely not.
Well, tier 4's down. They're going to buy back here. Bane up in 3. Mid one's still dead for 12. They're just looking to secure this series and force that grand finals rematch against T1. It's all over. GG's will come out as the throne goes down. SMG, we're hoping they might have one last hurrah, but Moon gives them the good luck. And we're getting the rematch. We're getting Boom versus T1.